From the bygone era of scholastic book fairs, blockbusters, and all denim outfits, comes a blast from the past that will tickle your nostalgia nodes just as much as it'll make you want to hurl your controller into the TV with the force of a shot putter. Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol. Experience the top-down shooter that broke away from genre conventions to create a fast-paced monster-demolishing romp that takes itself about as seriously as it should, even though it will unceremoniously hand you your ass right from the word go, forcing you to realize that all your pleasant memories from renting this game were from the first couple of levels, and reckon with the fact that you have not started sucking any less since then. Keep calm. Remember, this is a game from the 90s, and you're an adult with a mortgage and children. You wouldn't let this defeat you.
Son of a f***!
Run around the open levels of zombies as you traverse suburbs, malls, haunted castles, ancient pyramids, caves, and the different variations of each one, where you'll look through every nook and cranny for a bunch of idiots that clearly don't understand the gravity of the situation, in search of the last survivor that will open your way to freedom. Or watch a monster eat a baby right in front of you and the problem solves itself. In gameplay that starts simple enough, until you get some levels under your belt, and they start to throw every type of monster at you at once, as you watch survivors get eaten instantly the moment you see them, while you stumble around looking for a way to get to the other side of the room, until you're eventually overwhelmed, run out of health items, or have a hand cramp that's fatal in real life, and have to do everything all over again. In an experience that gets by a lot less on charm than it used to in this year of our Lord 2021. Okay, well, the tweaked out giant baby is still pretty cool. Unload the plethora of weapons that you'll discover scattered around everywhere, as your super soaker quickly becomes useless on anything but normal zombos, and you'll have to scavenge for more powerful weapons and items from the literal trash, like you're some sort of demon hunting vagrant. Then turn your arsenal on classic movie monsters that spawn infinitely while they relentlessly chase you, and you slowly drain your resources to take down each one, until you just lose your patience and try to brute force your way to each survivor, hoping you'll survive just enough to hit the next password. Unless you're unlucky enough to have to fight a boss battle with almost no supplies, all of which would be fine if every enemy didn't have a hitbox much smaller than the pixel art, and you could aim well enough to hit the broadside of a barn, in gameplay that was enjoyable enough to become a cult classic then, but not enough to not look up the passwords now. Okay, look, you guys already traumatized me most of my childhood with those homicidal dolls and their terrible laugh. The least you can do is let me restart the level after they stab me to death. Experience the unintentional sequel to Zombies that takes the premise from the original, gives it some new animations, and the ability to slide and jump around like you're a flesh-colored Sonic, but is fundamentally the same bang your head against a wall searchathon as the original, except this time they take out the radar, and the only thing you have to go on is the direction of the constant screaming they do at you, and you only find out after you save everyone that the exit is all the way back across the level, in a sequel that lost a bit of its predecessor's charms, but makes up for it by being only a quarter as long. Hey, I might actually get through this. I won't though. So get out your pencil and paper, and get ready to write down some passwords for a game that will have you basking in its nostalgic glory for about 2 hours. And do what you usually do for all those dated games they port for new consoles. Leave them in your library to be forgotten again forever. Starring Bart, the original waifu, Balding Andross, Bohemian Red Skull, and Boss Baby, Monster Squad. You know, this game might be harder than I remember because I actually had friends to play with for hours on end, and now I barely see anyone every 6 months. Wow, I hate being an adult.